Hi YouTube, this is Mike, also known as the Wizard of Odds, and in this video I'm going to be going over the game Battleship. This is not the Battleship that you played as a kid against your brother or your friends, but it's a version of that same Battleship made for internet casinos. The game is developed by Atmosfera, who makes games for internet casinos, in particular live dealer games. And this one is based on a live draw of balls, as you shall soon see. And you're looking at what the screen looks like in between games when you're supposed to purchase tickets. And what I'm about to do is I'm going to purchase 25 tickets or cards, each for €1. And below that number 12 in the middle of the screen, that's a typical card. There's what looks like a pile of 3 squares. That's what you would click to buy multiple cards. So let me unpause this and show you how that works. So I click that and let me pause it again. So here I click on price €1, and there's a slider where you can choose how many tickets you want to buy. So I'm setting it on 25. So I'm happy with that, and then I clicked buy tickets. So I still have to wait a little bit. You see that yellow line above tickets purchased. That shows you how much time you have left. So let me pause it again and start to get into some of the ways that you can win. There are lots of different ways you can win in this game, which is why I made this video, to help explain it to you. And one of the ways is called the bonus fleet. You'll notice that amongst all the ships, there are 16 squares. As soon as you hit the 15th square on a card, that's considered hitting the bonus fleet. I don't know why they call it that. It's kind of a bad name, but that's what it's called. And look at the left side of the screen. That shows the pay table for covering the bonus fleet. And you'll notice in the example there are 15 dots. That's to show that you hit 15 of the 16 squares of the bonus fleet. And below that, it shows you how much you win according to how many balls it takes to accomplish that, up to 65. For example, if you achieve this in 15 to 50 balls, then you win 40 times your bet. So let me unpause it and show you some other ways to win. Okay, here is the squadron. Sinking a squadron means sinking 2 or more ships that cover a total of exactly 7 squares. And you see examples of the 2 ways to achieve that in that panel on the left side. And again, the pay table, how much you win according to how many balls that it takes. So remember, I bet €1, so these wins are all based on €1. So let's go on here. Brigade, okay, pause. So sinking a brigade means sinking some combination of ships that cover 6 squares. And the example doesn't show this, but a brigade is also the 4-square ship and a 2-square ship. Now let me also say that you win for every different brigade that you might hit. For example, let's say that you sink the 2 3-square ships in 20 balls, you would win 60 times your bet. And then later in the game, say on the 23rd ball, you cover all 3 2-square ships, then you would win €16 for that. So let's go on here. A division. So this is the same kind of thing, but with a 3-square ship and a 2-square ship. So again, to emphasize, you can win this multiple times. For example, the first time you might sink 1 3-square ship and 1 2-square ship, and maybe on the next ball, maybe one of the other 2-square ships already had 1 hole, and then you hit the other hole in a different 2-square ship. then you would win the division bet again, as long as you did it within 35 balls. So let's go on. Here's the echelon that is sinking two square ships. And here's the fleet. The fleet is sinking everything. And this pays as long as you do it. No, that's right. The fleet is sinking everything. So, and you get paid according to how many balls that it takes, up to 70. You see the pay table there below the example of the fleet in the left panel. And then we circled all the way back to the bonus fleet. And the final way to win is the jackpot. To win the jackpot, you must sink the 4 square ship within 10 balls. And that's going to pay 300 times whatever your bet was on that card. Okay, so the game is, we're almost ready to play. So you see the ball hopper in the middle of the screen. They are turning it on right now. And that ball hopper is going to draw 70 balls at random without replacement from the 90. Okay, so the first ball is number 2. The second is 65. The third is 70. Let me pause for a second. So right now you see in that panel on the left side where the number 26 is in the upper left of that panel, that's showing you the balls as they're coming out. And you can see right now it's illuminated the jackpot and battleships portion of the game. In other words, these are things that you can win right now. So again, with the jackpot, if you cover the whole 4 square battleship within 10 balls, then you're going to win 300 times your bet. Battleships means all the ways you can win with some combination of ships that total 4 to 7 squares. And you can win money there in as few as 4 balls and as many as 45. So let's resume here. Ball number 7, ball number 8, ball number 9, ball number 10. So let me pause. Okay, so I did not sink any of my 4 square battleships, so I did not get the jackpot on any of my 25 cards. So that's why it unhighlighted the jackpot portion of the ways to win in that screen on the left side. So right now I'm hoping to win some battleship money for sinking some combination of ships that total 4 to 7 squares. So let's just let it roll here and see what happens. I'm waiting for any kind of win, and on the right side you can see the game flipping through various cards. Why is it making this noise with every ball now? Let me pause for a second. I think it does that when I'm cased, meaning that I'm just one number away from sinking a ship. For example, on the card right now you see on the right side of that card, you can see that I have hit number 13 and 65, and I only need number 12 to sink that ship. So let's keep going. No money won yet. Yay! Okay, what just happened? On the 35th ball, I won on something on 2 different cards. On the card you see on the right side, you can see that I sunk a 2 square ship and a 3 square ship. Per the pay table, that's this, and this is called a division, by the way. If you sink a division within 31 to 35 balls, and again I'm on ball 35 right now, then you win an amount equal to your bet. In my case, €1. Now you're going to have to take my word for it that on a different card I sunk a brigade. A brigade is some combination of ships that total 6 squares. Personally, I think they should have shown the card that won more money on the right side, but it wasn't me that made the game. So let's keep going here. So you can see on the right panel, there's a yellow stack of money and it says €5. So I've already won €5 back. And on the right side of that panel, you see the number 2. That shows that I have won money on 2 cards so far. Okay, pause. I just won another €3. So I just sunk another division for sinking, no, I just sunk a squadron. That is some combination of ships that total 7 squares. So you can see I completely sunk the 3 square ship with numbers 50, 80, and it's hard to read. It looks like an 8 or a 9. A 2 square ship that has numbers 10 and 90, and another 2 square ship that covers numbers 61 and 20. So 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. That's a squadron. That's the 37th number. If you sink a squadron with 30 to 40 numbers, as in the case here, it took me 37 numbers, then you get paid even money, or the same amount that you just bet. All right, so I just won something else. What did I win? I just sunk another squadron on a different card. So you can see that my winnings are now up to €10 over 4 cards. So let me pause for a second. So I realize that I've discussed a win of 4 and 1 and 2 ones. So that all adds up to 8. I think what also happened is I also won some money on cards that had already won, and I sunk a different combination of ships to win more money. So that's why my number of winning cards didn't go up, but my money did. And with 25 cards, the game can't reasonably show you every way that you're winning money. And again, you can buy up to 1,000 cards in this game. So let's keep going here. So let me pause again. You'll notice that, okay, you can only win battleship money in the first 45 balls. Starting with ball number 46, you've lost your chance to win any battleship money, but you can still win money for the fleet and the bonus fleet. So again, the fleet is sinking everything, and the bonus fleet is sinking everything minus 1 number. So now the game it goes after ball number 45, it's kind of quiet for a while, waiting for you to at least win the bonus fleet. And I think what the game is doing now is it's showing me the card that is closest. So right now we're just waiting to win something. The earlier the better, much like in bingo. Okay, yay. We just covered every number but one on this card you see on the right side. All we're needing is number 53. There have been 68 balls so far. And where are my notes? I don't remember what you get paid for covering the bonus fleet within 68 balls, but well, let me go back. I believe it showed me. Okay, so there we go. I just won €2 for achieving the bonus fleet in the 68th ball. So let's keep going here. Okay, and on ball number 70, I achieved the bonus fleet on a different card, so I won 2 more euros for that. Unfortunately, I didn't cover any full card within 70 numbers. It would have been nice to have done that to show you that as an example. So, resuming here. So there we go. I won 13 euros. Remember, I bet 25, so it's a net loss of 12 euros. So next, what I would like to do is show you my analysis of this game. Now you're looking at my website, The Wizard of Odds, and this is my page on Battleship where I analyze the game. So as usual, I start by going over the rules, and then I get into the analysis, and I do it one feature at a time. For example, I start out with the jackpot. That was the easiest to analyze. The probability of winning the jackpot or covering the 4-square ship within 10 balls is 1 in 12,168. So that returns to the player, that feature, 2.47% of his money bet, based on winning 300 times your bet if you do. And then I go through the analysis of the various ways to win the battleship portion of the game, which is winning by sinking some combination of ships that cover 4 to 7 squares. So I start with the echelon, which is sinking 2 2-square ships, and I show at the top here in this table that between the 3 different echelons and getting back 2.74% of money bet for each one, this feature returns about 8.22% of money bet. And here I analyze the divisions and the brigades and the squadrons. And then here's the fleet. Again, this is sinking everything. And that returns to the player about 9.81% of money bet. And the bonus fleet, that returns to the player 14.79%. And again, I show all the probabilities and how I did everything. So here's the summary. Here's all the ways to win and how much it contributes to the player's return. So the bottom line literally shows the player can expect to get back 74.25% of his money bet, all things considered. So 74.25%, or a house advantage of 25.75%, is pretty high. However, considering that this whole game takes a while to play, so at least you're getting a lot of entertainment time for your money bet, it might be a slow way to win your money bet, to lose money. But in terms of value, I must say it's not that good. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video, and please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Better yet, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, and goodbye.